Hull Prison's A Wing is a special unit for the most difficult inmates in the prison system. Paul Sykes is one of the 8 men in the unit.
I've had 10.5 years for whacking screws and 10 years for whacking coppers. Yeah. I've never taken a liberty in my life. I've belted a few people.
On every case I was in the right, and it were them that would do it, taking the liberties. And I did what John Wayne did, what any sane thinking man would do, punched them right in the fucking ear hole.
I'm an expert at violence. I've been at it all my life. I'm not a thief, I'm not a liar, I wrote up on John Wayne pictures. He punches a bad guy on the chin. They cheer him, they give me time.
Paul Sykes is currently in prison for 6 years. He's been locked up for 21 of the last 26 years.
I mean, I'm not an armed robber, a murderer, a rapist. I've got no set modus operandi. It usually involves giving somebody a belt, though. There's some people I've hit and didn't hit them hard enough. And there's some people I should have hit that I didn't. People get stuck in the groove, their thinking gets stuck in the groove. Give them a little belt, you knock the groove out, and then you get their attention. Screws handed in the brains at birth. If you relied on any prison officer's mentality, we wouldn't have discovered the Isle of Man yet. Give you an example. John said I were in my class at school, was an SO at Leeds Nick. So I get discharged from prison, Christmas Eve 1984. Signs me the papers, puts my record away and wishes me a bit of luck, like away I've gone. I'm back in the Nick, May the 10th, 1985. In that time, I've worn these pumps and trod on French soil, Syrian soil, Indian soil, Malayan soil, Singapore soil, and Russian soil. Just me pumps, these. I've been about a bit. John, when I go in the reception, has moved 18 inches, and he said to me, Paul, you won't have any life left.
Paul Sykes is from Wakefield in West Yorkshire. He grew up on the city's Lupset estate, the only son of Walter and Betty Sykes.
I had never any problems with him as a little boy. He was always a grand lad. And even today, the neighbours that's known him from being a little boy won't hear a word said against him.
When he was 4, Paul was given his first pair of boxing gloves. His father Walter was in his regiment's boxing team while serving 10 years in the army. He left to become a prison officer. At home, he taught Paul to box.
Well, I always encourage him to do something every day, do some exercises, some training every day, press-ups and, you know, and belly muscles, you know, only in his legs and let him coming up with it, you know what I mean, don't you? Floor exercises. I used to be laid in bed, giving him a penny for every, you know, doing these, you know. Then we got dumbbells and all that, holding them out and all that, you know, and these.
I was getting bashed in the face at 7 years of age. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday morning, buff, bashed in the face, learning how to box. How can your dad love you if he lets this happen to you 2 or 3 times a week?
Paul's told me he had real hidings for the tiniest misbehaviour. He said that they'd been walking down and he's given him a real backhand and nearly knocks his head off. And they come to a little shop and he'll buy him a big block of Cadbury's. Not a small one, you know, because it does you good. It was chocolate. So he's told me that recently in the last few years that he used to whack him regularly going down.
He's on a life support machine. You think when you've belted them like they're going to get up at 10. You don't want them to get up at 9, but you want them to get up at 10. I always thought I was a bit of an hard case and a bit, you know, but he's sick of me this morning. It gutted me. You couldn't expect, you know, it was just like, I saw the kid there and 3,000 miles from home. Nobody, no family, no anything, you know.
No, he did break down.
Yeah,
He did. He
yeah.
broke down. It's all right, Paul.
American Dave Wilson needed a month in hospital to recover.
Paul could have gone right to the top quite easily. In fact, I think it was about 1,000 photographs done of Paul saying he was a future world champion. That's how confident I was.